Welcome to Potter Familias, coming to you from Fairhope, Alabama.
What are you doing?
I was miming what I said in the intro.
But you know that the video's off.
Oh,
the
seriously?
Audio. It's 2 seconds off. 2.5 seconds, actually. So your miming is not going to make any sense.
Wait, are you serious?
That's why we have to do that reset at the beginning.
That's going to look very funny.
That's okay. Even the 3, 2, 1 doesn't make sense because we should go 3, 2, 1 and then count 2.5 seconds and then start.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. So if I'm talking right now, it's not going to be lined up with the video?
It's not lined up with what you're seeing, but the audio
is
2.5 seconds.
I was speaking with the audio to the camera. I was miming the audio. So as it went, welcome to Potter Familias. I was like,
maybe that will match up.
I think it will. See, I'm not crazy. I just thought that would be funny.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I just know I can't look
Whatever.
at the monitor.
If y'all are listening to just the audio, then don't worry
makes
about
no sense
any of this
at all.
Just disregard the whole first
pay no attention
minute
to
and
us.
13, 14 seconds.
Nice.
It's fine.
Well, this is a tough one. When you brought this subject up and you said, what are the best song lyrics ever,
this is an important question because I'm a lyrics guy.
I know, but
lyrics are my thing.
Best song lyrics ever? That's like, I hate it when people go, what's the best movie you've ever seen?
Yeah, and
no,
so
I've seen too many movies.
I
can't do that.
Hold on a second. So it's not just about picking the best ones like objectively.
Right.
That's, I think, impossible. You can argue that one to death for any area of
so
music, TV.
Ones that have just kind of touched you the most?
Yes,
or?
the ones that you keep going back to. It's like the well that never runs dry lyrically. The ones where every time you read the lyrics or every time you hear them.
I wish you had said that earlier.
Oh,
then this would be a little bit easier because I got a little anxious about this one.
My bad.
All right, you go first, Mr. Lyric Man.
Okay. I have it's the weirdest thing. I have a love-hate relationship with the song Free Fallin' by Tom Petty.
Ooh, wow.
Which everybody loves that song.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I mean by love-hate relationship
was it as popular before John Mayer covered it?
Probably not with my generation, no.
Okay.
But I took what John Mayer did, and then I heard a version that Foy Vance did, which took some of the things that John Mayer did even further in terms of like interpreting it differently.
I love Foy Vance.
Oh my gosh, me too. His voice is amazing.
Yeah.
But then I took what Foy Vance did and I pushed it even further in the way that I cover it. Because I don't know if you've heard me cover it recently.
I haven't.
Okay, so I do this crazy falsetto thing and it like builds to a crescendo over time till the very end.
Cool.
And it is like, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but it's a killer cover.
Right.
And when I'm warmed up and when I do it properly, it like people lose their minds.
Now, what is it about the lyrics, though?
So the lyrics of Free Fallin' don't matter a whole lot. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So most people, when they're listening to music, they will say, oh, this song really impacts me emotionally, but I'm not really sure why. I just like it. And then there's others who are people that I would call fans of musicians who really understand what they're listening to.
Mm-hmm.
And they can tell you specifically what it is about the song, either the lyrics or this one thing that you do with the guitar or the way that you sing it. That's the thing that impacts them. And then even further, musicians can really dial into what it is exactly about a song that they love so much, which is why musicians are such nerds about finding things that are really specific and unique that speak to them. And I was trying to do that for years with Free Fallin'. I was trying to find the thing about that song that affected me so profoundly. And I can't do it. I have no idea. But every time I listen to that last verse about I want to glide down over Mulholland, I want to write her name in the sky, I want to free fall out into nothing, I want to leave this world behind. I don't know what it is because it's nonsensical.
Right.
It's like it's this imagined dream. But that was the genius of Tom Petty, is he had a way of saying things without actually saying them, which the best songwriters can do that in a line. And it's the line that you remember from the songs where they say the thing that you're feeling, but they don't explicitly say it. They find a different way of putting it that sticks out to you. Tom Petty did that for entire songs.
Wow.
And it blows my mind still. Like there's a whole list of Tom Petty songs I could give you that still have a profound impact on me just listening to the lyrics. Like I don't even have to listen to the song. I can just read the lyrics. And that's the magic of listening to music for me, is I can't explain why it makes me feel this way.
Cool.
But I know that those lyrics do something to my heart, man.
Right. And it's good to recognize those things, even if you can't put your finger on it, like you're talking about. With me, it's worship songs
Yeah.
that just they just get me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is gonna sound weird. Don't be weirded out by this.
I won't be weird.
But I have picked the songs for my funeral, and those may change as time goes on. There may come a time where I'll go, oh well, now that song I like more than this song. And some of them I think I've altered over the years and kind of changed up the list. But there's one song that has stuck on the list since I did that years and years ago, and that's Blessed Be Your Name.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yes, because theologically, I love that song because the whole point is it's Blessed Be Your Name when everything's going great. And by the way, those are not the lyrics, but I'm just paraphrasing. When everything is wonderful, blessed be your name. And then when everything's horrible, blessed be your name.
Yeah, it's Job.
Yeah. And that's, but to live that is hard. That's really hard. Like when I'm having a great day and everything's wonderful, I can be a really great guy.
Yeah. Well, it's easy.
Yeah. Yeah. When there's money in the bank and all the cars have full tanks of gas.
I'm not worried about anything.
And nothing is broken.
Yeah.
And there's no water leaking anywhere. You know,
gosh.
then it's blessed be your name.
So easy.
Lord. But when it's all
Man.
hitting the fan and everything is going to pot and it's horrible and I have a crick in my neck and I can't turn my head left when I'm trying to drive.
Yeah.
Do I really want to say blessed be your name? Or like the second time I tore my Achilles tendon?
I remember.
Do I really want to sing blessed be your name?
But that's the mantra, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You come
So
back
that lyric just has a tremendous effect on me. And we've talked about this before. For me, it's like little one-liners.
Yeah.
It's like, boy, that,
Well,
that hook.
What's your favorite line in a song? The one that's touched you the most over the years? I know what mine is.
Okay, go for it.
It's that line in Who Says by John Mayer, which is a song about getting stoned, which is kind of funny. But I remember listening to that song for the first time and thinking like, oh, what a cutesy song. And then it gets to the line where toward the end he says, it's been a long night in New York City. And he had done this like pre-chorus chorus thing before. It was like, it's been a long night in New York City. It's been a long night in Austin too. Or it's been a long night in New York City. It's been a long night in Baton Rouge. The third time he does, it's been a long night in New York City. It's been a long time since 22. Ooh. And I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, come on. What are you doing? Like, you can't hit somebody with something that powerful in the middle of a cutesy song about getting stoned. Like, What are you doing? And that's, again, one of John Mayer's geniuses is that he can stick those lines in there.
Yeah.
But I remember hearing it and going like, oh, man, he nailed millennial nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, he nailed it.
Yeah. And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
And sometimes those one lines, even if they're not, getting to the heart of everyone, like I've tried to explain my relationship with Peter Gabriel to people.
Oh, he's amazing.
I know. And in your eyes, it's like, wait a minute. Forget about even when he goes on, the light, the heat. It's in your eyes. Like, wait a minute. I forget that people don't see the world the way that I'm seeing the world. Yeah. And especially my relationship with my creator in seeing me. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's existential.
Yeah. And it's amazing that somebody can be that existential and still have a successful mainstream music career.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But it's hard to say the one, because I'll be listening to a song and I'll even sometimes forget that one line that just goes, oh, and I'll be like, stop it. Yeah. Hang on. Let me just chew on that for a little while.
It's so good. And it's not something that you can always put your finger on either. Like, I really do think music is magical.
I agree.
There's something about it that you just can't fully explain, which is part of the reason why I got into it in the first place.
I absolutely agree. And I would especially agree because of some of the larger concerts that I went to in the 80s, seeing so many people all join together, and it's the music that joins us together.
Yeah.
And coming from all sorts of demographics, there were some older people even going to U2 concerts, and all the way down to the very young and the wealthy and the poor and very intelligent and not so intelligent, and because I was there. And I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It still does that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Let us know in the comments your favorite lyric
or line from a song.
Thanks so much for listening to Pater Familias.
We appreciate y'all.